Let's circle back to what Ron is concerned about. This is what he saw. He saw some output data for the European. So this is 3 o'clock this afternoon. We anticipate winds already 25 to 35 miles an hour. Windy, windy, windy. Watch what happens by Wednesday morning. Wow, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. So obviously you're thinking pile-up effect for waves and water and flood and power outages. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is going to be Twin Forks down through the South Shore, coastal Connecticut into Westchester, and then it's going to be blustery everywhere. And this thing still has juice as it heads out with one final impulse Wednesday afternoon. Widespread wind advisory and a high wind watch. I mean, we're talking about the possibility of tropical storm force winds. As we take a look at some of the anticipated power outages, that corresponds with the area that will see the strongest winds, but that also is exacerbated by the risk of flooding. And it's everything. It's small stream and river flooding, it's urban flooding, it's flash flooding, and it's coastal flooding. This, again, corresponds with your time of high tide. So the onus is on you to know what your high tide cycle is, and it's the afternoon and night high tide cycle that's going to ride up the coast. You distill it all, and it's just this, wide area of flash flooding, and I mean, we're not alone. Winter storm, blizzard, severe weather, active tornado warnings, flood risk all the way up into parts of New England, and then right in your backyard as well. Close to my backyard in Verona is wonderful Wayne, but Wayne is going to be dealing with some real serious risk. Tony's out there live, and it's pretty impressive when you look at it, but it is frightening when you think about what they could see later today.
Yeah, no doubt. And, just looking at this river, which at this point isn't that raging river that we're expecting, and then you see the snow on the foreground, and then you think about the rain, and all of this is going to somehow try to fit in those storm drains and try to, flow through those tributaries. It's going to be tough. And looking back, like you said, I want to show you some video. This is what folks not all that long ago had to deal with, where entire neighborhoods completely covered with water. You see cars, trying to navigate through, roads that have turned into rivers. A lot of cars getting stuck. Water, of course, piling into people's homes. I mean, such a disruptive storm, and we hate to say that we're going to see something similar like this, but I want to show you the projections, some of the graphics that show what these rivers can do. I'll start you off with the Passaic Little Falls, which, flood stage there is 7 feet. It's expected to get as high as 9 feet plus, getting up to major flood stage and stay there for several days. And what about closer to where I am at Singac? Well, this particular river also expected to rise very, very quickly. And what's interesting here is, you see that record, almost 11.5 feet? We're projected to get very close to that historic flooding that we had back in 2021. This is why the government here in New Jersey has, already kind of readied some of those equipment, the high water equipment, some of those rescue crews, because, I mean, they're seeing this as a very serious threat, and we hope that they don't have to deploy Chris and Mary, but unfortunately, in this case, it's very doubtful that that would be the case.
All right, Tony Sadiku and Wayne Forest. Tony, thank you.